All right, fucking let's get it. Yes, sir. What's poppin' with y'all? Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of the Until Further Notice podcast. I am the flies, highs, coolest, smoothest host of them all. OG Hatch, man. You know what the fuck it is, man. What's up with the motherfucking people, man? How y'all doing out there, man? It's episode 58, bro. We're on the grind of 100, man. You know how this shit go, man. Like I tell y'all each and every week, man. This shit not stopping for a motherfucking soul, bro. What the fuck is up with y'all, man? I ain't gonna fake it, bro. It's been a long motherfucking day. It's been a long motherfucking day, my boy. Like my fucking dog, man. I don't know what the fuck is over my dog. My damn dog been throwing up all motherfucking day, bro. Get a dog, they said. It'll be a stress reliever, they said. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Damn dog don't do shit but get on my nerves and cost me money, yo. But nah, real shit, man. I love my dog, man. I will bring her over here, man, but I don't like bringing her in when I'm recording and shit like that. She ain't gonna do shit but get in the motherfucking me way, man. But it's a lot of shit going on, as you can motherfucking see. I want to say shout out to everybody that's tapped in, enjoying the motherfucking me conversation. Hopefully y'all out there looking good, feeling good, staying safe, man. Like I said, there's a whole lot of shit going on in these streets. We know that shit by now. This is a big episode. Well, last week was a big episode, I should say. I meant to come on this podcast last week and let you guys know the news. I did tweet it out and put it on my social media and all that stuff. But it was a big moment, a big milestone reach for the podcast, man. We got over 2,000 streams and downloads in a little over a year. Which is fucking crazy to me. Like I said, it's minimum promotion for this podcast. It's literally just a word of mouth thing, which is the kind of route that I want to go. Just because I want to do something a little bit different. I like to work a little bit harder for the shit that I'm really passionate about. But it was a big milestone, man. So I want to say shout out to everybody that's been tapped in with me since day motherfucking one, bro. Like I tell y'all down there each and every week, bro. I can't really believe you guys listen to this podcast. This was just something started for me as a young African-American man in America dealing with mental health issues who just got a microphone and started and press record and put this shit out. You know what I'm saying? For motherfuckers that, like I said, look like me, think like me, act like me, talk like me. You know what I'm saying? So for this podcast to have over 2,000 streams and downloads in just a little bit over a year, literally a little bit over a year, that shit is humbling, fam. I thought I was gonna come on here and have like a Samuel L. Jackson Denzel speech for y'all, but nah. I can only be as real as I can be, man. And like it's really speechless, fam. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be caught up on it too much. There's a whole lot of show and doc that I want to get into, but I want to make sure I came in here and let you guys know what you guys are doing. You know what I'm saying? You guys are moving the needle. This is you guys' show. As much as this is my show, this is you guys' show as well. So, like I said, I put this shit out for you guys. I know I come in here every week and make sure I record for you guys. You know what I'm saying? And all my content creators, man, we all know how this shit go, bro. We all know how the algorithm for streams and shit like that. The question for every content creator is, what the fuck really is a stream? You know what I'm saying? So when it say 2,000, I know it's really more motherfuckers clicking and listening to my shit. It's just how they break it down. It's the number that they give me. So I just want to say shout out to every motherfucking me body, man. And as a content creator, man, I'm going to speak for all of us at this point. Thank you to everybody that's listening, the listenership, the viewership. If you listen to this shit on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that shit don't matter. Rate, review, subscribe, all that shit. Wherever you can, man, do that shit. Because the more you do that shit, the bigger profile this platform is going to get. And then I'm going to be able to share it with more people just like you guys and like myself. And if you watch this on the YouTube channel at the Until FN YouTube channel, what up? You know what I'm saying? Leave a bell, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. All that bullshit, all the little cringy shit the YouTubers say, man. I hate saying that shit because I don't like considering myself a YouTuber, bro. I feel like podcasters and YouTubers is two totally different motherfuckers. YouTubers is a little, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Them niggas catering to the youth a little bit. I ain't catering to the youth. Quite frankly, I don't give a fuck about the youth. No, I'm just talking shit, but shout out to the youth, man. Y'all are the future. Y'all are the motherfucking be future, man. But like I said, man, it's episode 58, bro. We're on the grind on 100, man. This shit don't stop. But we got a lot on show and document, man. Where we gonna start today, man? We got Rasheed Wallace talking shit about Brian. We got Drake Certified Lover Boy review. I gotta get into that shit. Y'all might be surprised about my take on this certified lover boy shit. We got Charles Barkley. We got the NBA new COVID rules. We got Michael K. Williams passing away. Fuck that. Let me start this over saying, rest in peace to Michael K. Williams, man. All my OG listens to the podcast, bro. I brought him up on this podcast many episodes ago. He was on the Love Thy Hero segment of the podcast, and I brought up how much of an influence he had on my life and how much of an influence he had in the African American culture, just from his acting, from all the roles he took, and how he was doing a damn good job of portraying every version of a black man in our country, in our culture. So I guess I'm gonna start there, bro. I ain't got shit to, I'm gonna start there, man. Fuck it. I'm gonna start with Michael K. Williams, bro. Let's get into it, bro. Michael K. Williams, man. Like I said, passed away. News came out a couple days ago that he passed away. It's apparent. They saying it's an apparent drug overdose. Possible heroin was involved and shit like that. This ain't. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I got a soft spot for Michael K. Williams, fam. I mean, it's the truth. So I don't want to come on this podcast, bro, and you know what I'm saying, and bash anything, because if you know Hatch, Hatch got a strong way of showing love. And when I got the news that Michael K. Williams had passed away, fam, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was fucked up. I was like, damn, what the fuck? He in his 50s. So as I get older, I start to realize 50 in your 50s ain't that old. And then you get to realizing how much I just actually thought about all his art and his work that I've seen and I enjoy. I immediately thought about that shit. And then you get the news about a possible drug overdose. Now, me personally, man, I first want to say I send my prayers and condolences to anyone in his family, anyone that's impacted by this. Michael K. Williams, anybody he had a positive impact on his life, I send my prayers and condolences to you. If you're a fan like me, I send my prayers and condolences to you. But when I see drug overdose, fam, it's always like a, you know what I mean? It's like I'm sad, but I ain't sad. It's just one of those type things. Because I didn't know the man was taking drugs, and quite frankly, it's none of my motherfucking business. But when the news come out that the man passes away, I always tell motherfuckers, bro, if you're gonna pass away, bro, let it be something tragic, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my only thing. If you're gonna, like I said, I told y'all on past episodes, bro, if you're gonna die young, bro, let it be some tragic shit. Don't let it be because some stupid shit, some dumb shit, some shit you could have avoided, some shit you had no business doing. And with Michael K. Williams dying of a possible drug overdose, I don't even want to say the shit so much because we don't fucking know. They say drugs was at the scene. We don't fucking know. Motherfucking me autopsy and shit not back, so we don't fucking know. But it's just like when anytime it's a drug overdose, fam, I can only feel so, you know what I'm saying, so mushy about the shit. Because at a certain point, it's like, damn, bro, all it takes is one bad hit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as sad as the shit be, it can only be so sad at the same time. And like I said, I don't even want to make that my straight final take on the shit because we don't know. I know they say found drugs at the scene and shit like that, but we don't know. And if it was a drug overdose, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I feel if it was a drug overdose or some real shit, I feel more sad about the young 18-year-old boxer who lost her life in the ring. I feel more sad about that than I would feel about Michael K. Williams dying to a drug overdose. And I mean, I'm not even trying to sound harsh, but that's just how I gotta live my life because I can't keep focusing on motherfuckers putting themselves in bad situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sad, but it can only be so sad. I can't lose no sleep off the shit. I can't because that's not a tragic situation to me. That's a play a stupid game. You win a stupid reward. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers got problems. You got Akon coming out. He's a friend of Michael K. Williams saying, the rich go through more shit than the poor. More money, more problems. We all heard the Biggie song. I mean, whether or not I agree, who knows, man? Who gives a fuck? Realistically, everybody goes through something. Everybody goes through something. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't give a fuck how stable you think a motherfucker is. Everybody going through something, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, more money, more problems. Fuck that. More life, more problems. The longer you live, you're going to have more problems. You know what I'm saying? More life, more problems, my nigga. Fuck more money. So it all depends on how you deal with those problems. That's truly what it comes down to. It's all about how you deal with those problems. I come on this podcast and I talk about mental health all the time. I'm a nigga that go through mental health problems. I have mental health problems. I deal with anxiety. I deal with depression. I got a fucking appointment coming up in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I deal with the shit. So I understand that motherfucker. It all depends on what door you open. You know what I'm saying? Red pill, blue pill, motherfucker. So my overall point with the shit, bro, is rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. Prayers and condolences to all his loved ones, his friends and family. Hopefully, I'm not disrespecting nobody with my take, but I have to be me and I have to be real with the shit. I can only be so sad if it was due to a drug overdose, fam. Like, what do you expect? I don't expect motherfuckers that take heroin, that do meth, that do crack cocaine. I don't expect them motherfuckers to live a long, happy life. I don't. Like, as a nigga that was born in the 90s, as a nigga that's 26 years old, from all the knowledge that I know, from hard drugs, meth, heroin, you know what I'm saying, crackheads and shit like that. There's no evidence for me to think that the person that's indulging in those activities will be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel about the situation, bro. I truly do. Moving on, man. I want to get that dark shit out the way, man, just because I ain't really feel like being dark today, man. I got too much shit on the podcast to be going through, you know what I'm saying, these ups and downs with my mood and shit. So let's get the dark shit out the way, man. Real shit. Moving on, man. Let's get into some shit that I was saying circulating all through social media over the weekend, all throughout the past week, for real. It was the whole, would you take $500K or motherfucking me go to dinner with Jay-Z? Now I'm be honest with you. I'm taking the $500K off top. Let's get that out the way. I'm taking the $500K. First of all, Jay-Z, fuck you. You a hustler, nigga. You know damn well you taking the $500K too. But it was kind of damn near hilarious to see how many people were saying that they would take the dinner with Jay-Z. Now, you got the motherfuckers who try to be so smart that they stupid. You got the motherfuckers that, well, first of all, let me say this. There's no bad choice. There's no bad choice because it's all, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the person type shit. So there's no bad choice. But it was alarming to me how many people were saying, nigga, that's Jay-Z. The amount of game he'll give you over dinner, that's way more than $500K. Do niggas know how dinner works? Do niggas know how dinner works? Niggas is eating. Niggas is munching, fam. Niggas ain't trying to talk that business shit. Niggas ain't trying to give you the gift of gab over a plate of food. Now, if you said a date with Jay-Z, yeah. Dinner with Jay-Z? Get the fuck out of here. It just really takes me back to the fascination with New York, fam. Because why Jay-Z? Jay-Z ain't the only billionaire. Hell, Jay-Z is plenty niggas with money. Why not Dr. Dre? Why still fuck Dr. Dre, but why not Dr. Dre? Why not that nigga? Why not? Why that nigga got $1 billion? That nigga sold some headphones. Like niggas gotta stop with this fascination with New York, fam. And it really, I've been wanting to come on this podcast and talk about this shit for a long motherfucking time, bro. And I'm gonna use this Jay-Z shit as an excuse, my nigga. The fascination with New York is disgusting. It really fucking disgusts me, dog. Fuck New York, not the people, not the city. No, it's the fucking the pedestal that motherfuckers put New York rappers on. The pedestal that motherfuckers put the New York culture on. All that shit is disgusting. For niggas that's not even from there, that's not even fucking been there, like that shit is fucking disgusting. I can't name a rapper from New fucking York that's been fucking dope that came out after 50 Cent. I'm gonna say it again. I can't name one fucking rapper that's come from New York City But after 50 Cent, that's been dope. Like legit dope. Bobby, don't get me started on Bobby Shmurda, fam. Don't get me started on Tekashi 6ix9ine, fam. Don't get me started on A Boogie with the fucking hoodie, bro. Don't get me started on Dave fucking East, bro. Like, we gotta stop with this fascination for New York, fam. Niggas talking about they not gonna take the $500K because they want to go to dinner with Jay fucking Hova. Jay-Z would look at you like a fucking fool. Take the fucking money. Like it's because it's Jay-Z. So motherfuckers act like he the end all be all. He only got that title because he from fucking New York. Like niggas be talking about Jay-Z the king of the hip hop and shit like that. Man, Jay-Z niggas don't be bumping that shit like that. I don't know one nigga that be bumping New York music. If that shit not playing on the radio, fam, niggas not playing that shit. Niggas ain't listening to that shit. Jay-Z was an exception, but niggas wasn't bumping Jay-Z. He was some shit you knew to put on at a certain time. You just wasn't putting Jay-Z to fuck on and riding with every motherfucking body. You was putting that shit on your solo dolo tip when you felt like you just came up on some shit. That wasn't no everyday shit. So the thought that this nigga just moved the way he moves shit the way he does is fucking beyond me. Now I understand New York is the mecca of the media and shit like that. So if you got a chokehold on that nigga, you pretty much set. I understand that, but it just drives me fucking nuts when it's niggas from the West Coast, the niggas from Midwest, niggas from down south. We don't fuck with that shit like that. So why is it automatic that this nigga just got the stamp? Why is he the motherfucking end all be all? Fuck Jay-Z. And I like Jay-Z, don't get it twisted. But fuck Jay-Z. Who the fuck Jay-Z? What the fuck? Nas is whack as fuck. I gotta say it. Like, fam, I'm finna go off on a fucking New York rant. The fascination with New York, dog. It just, as a West Coast nigga, it is fucking disgusting. As a nigga that's from Cali, raised in St. Louis, the shit is disgusting, dog. It truly motherfucking is. Like niggas talking about they not taking the $500K to go to dinner with Jay-Z. Dinner with Jay-Z? Now don't get me wrong, he may give you some game. He may give you some, you know what I'm saying, some advice. But how much advice you really think he finna give your ass over some steak and potatoes? How much? How many niggas you know chop up game over steak and potatoes? Niggas say what the fuck they gotta say and shut the fuck up and eat. Like niggas ain't the fuck. I wouldn't even do that to Jay-Z. If I'm sitting there with Jay-Z, nigga, I'm at that point I should be there with Jay-Z. If not, nigga, give me the $500K so I can go start my venture plans and shit like that. So I can find out how I'm gonna flip this $500K. You don't need what the fuck? You go to dinner, you dumb motherfuckers. I'm gonna just say this and then I'm gonna move on. You dumb motherfuckers. You take that dinner with Jay-Z, right? And he give you the plan. You still gotta execute that motherfucker. What works for Jay-Z don't mean it's gonna work for you, fam. And the shit that's working for Jay-Z now is working for Jay-Z because he's fucking Jay-Z. The hard work's already done. Like, I just don't understand motherfuckers, bro. It's just, we live in a time and place where it's like everybody on social media trying so hard to sound smart, they fucking stupid. It's just wrong to just say, no, give me the money. No, that's not signing a blind contract. That's not that. That's two totally different things. Fuck Jay-Z. Fuck that steak. Fuck them potatoes. And fuck Jehovah. What the fuck? Fuck them Sean Carter's, nigga. Real motherfucking talk, man. Moving on, man. Let's get into some shit that I kind of talked about last week, man. We talked about the power of influence with Joe Rogan. You know, he came out taking the ivermectin. You know, CNN, all the news outlets. I came on here talking about it was a horse dewormer and shit like that. You got Joe Rogan actually saying he didn't take the horse dewormer. He got the shit that was for humans. He got from his doctor and shit like that. The reason why I really brought it up is because I did talk about it last week, but Alex Jones. If you don't know Alex Jones, which I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all probably don't, because I didn't know shit about Alex Jones until like the last year or two. Alex Jones is a big conspiracy theorist guy. He's a big conspiracy theorist podcaster. He's a huge independent network. He probably got the biggest independent network, one of the biggest independent networks in the world. Like Alex Jones is a big fish. The same way I call Joe Rogan a big fish, Alex Jones and his space and for what the fuck he does and what he talks about, which is a big fucking space, he's a big fish. He been doing this. He been doing that shit for a long motherfucking time. Don't ask me to give you a rundown on Alex Jones because that's where I stop. All I know is he been doing this shit for a long time. He's I don't want to say credible, but if you in that space, he's a credible motherfucker for the shit that he talks about. But he doubled down on the shit. He went live on air, fam. He took it up a notch. Like Joe Rogan said, he took the shit. You know what I'm saying? He took the shit off camera, then hopped on, did the whole social media thing. Alex Jones said, "Nigga, hold my beer." Alex Jones went on his platform live on air and took the ivermectin. He took the ivermectin. He took everything not everything, but he took a few ivermectin and some other shit, some other little tablets or some shit that Joe Rogan had named in that video that I played for you guys last week. And Alex Jones took this shit live on air for his fans to see, for his fans to hear, everything. You look it up. You can see it. Now, I'm going to say my problem with this, and I'm going to move on. Even if the shit works, fam, it's not approved, you know what I'm saying, by FDA, by the CDC. The shit's not approved. Like I said, this is not the podcast where I want to come over here and act like I know what the fuck I'm talking about health shit, the health guidelines, the CDC and FDA. It's not that podcast. But I am an educated nigga. I do have a college degree. So if you telling me that you taking some shit that's not been approved, to me that's damn near worse than taking the vaccine. Like I said, even if the shit works, because if you willing to take some shit that hasn't even been approved, then I don't really want to hear you talk about not taking the vaccine when it has been approved. You can't make that make sense. You don't have to be college educated for that not to make sense to you. So when you got Alex Jones going on his big ass platform, fam, and this is not a smaller podcaster hating on the big part. This is not that. Quite frankly, I don't give a fuck about what Alex Jones got going on. It's just about when you at this point in time and what we going through as a human civilization. This ain't about race. This ain't about Americans. This is about the whole fucking world. It's global, my nigga. Like this is global. When you got a platform that big and you using that to just do what the fuck you want to do and say what the fuck you want to say, which we all do. But like I said, fam, the power of influence is real. You niggas is just taking shit. Alex Jones literally got up there and was saying he doing the shit because Joe Rogan know what the fuck he talking about. We don't know what the fuck we talking about because we not Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan got millions of dollars. He got a big ass podcast, all that shit. He literally was saying that shit, bro. And only reason why I don't want to put a clip on here is because I don't like the way shit be playing over the videos, bro. It be looking kind of choppy and shit with the visual. It don't sync up right for me yet. I don't like that shit. And I'm a perfectionist right now. I don't like little bullshit like that. But it's like he literally was saying that shit. Like that doesn't give you any fucking credibility because your podcast bigger when it comes to health shit like that. Like, no, my nigga. You're doing far more destruction than you are actually solving the problem. Because you confusing more motherfuckers. Like, yeah, you got Joe Rogan saying, yeah, he got healthy fast as fuck. What you did. But we all know COVID hit everybody different from what they done told us. What they didn't told us, shit, Jason Tatum caught COVID and he got an inhaler now. It hit motherfuckers different. So it's like it's worrisome, fam. And I'm gonna get into it later, but it's another motherfucking what is that shit called? The Nipah virus, the Nipah or Nipah virus that may cause another pandemic. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later in the podcast, but when you got motherfuckers out here just spreading fake cures, you gotta call it a fake cure because it's not approved. When you got motherfuckers spreading fake news about fake cures and shit like that during a time like this, bro, that's not the move, fam. Like, I don't even understand why, as a nigga with a small ass platform compared to this, I wouldn't even feel comfortable doing no shit like that. So to think that these two rich ass, huge platform having motherfuckers will even have the balls to do that, it's some wild shit to me. I don't know. It makes you think, is there an agenda behind certain shit? I don't know. Because that ain't the space that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into conspiracy theories and shit like that. But it just don't make sense for motherfuckers to be pushing that so willingly and openly. Like, it just makes no fucking sense, bro. It truly motherfucking doesn't, dog. And I just don't understand how motherfuckers. Like I said, I want to see where this shit goes, because you got Joe Rogan. I don't know if he was serious about it, but on this platform, he said he was talking about. He said something about suing CNN just because they were saying he's using a horse dewormer and shit like that. He never said a horse dewormer. He just said he was using ivermectin, which is, motherfuckers gonna put the best headline and grab the most views. So who knows if that's what they did? I'm pretty sure that's what they did. If there is indeed an ivermectin for humans and or if there's two different motherfucking ivermectin. So who knows what the fuck goes on with that? But I think it's gonna be a huge fucking media war, because these are two of the biggest individual media platforms with Joe Rogan and Alex Jones. Two of the biggest ones. And them the two motherfuckers who you will see beefing with the CNNs and MSNBCs and shit like that, because a lot of shit that they cover go over there because they audiences in that same type circle. Bunch of motherfucking me white folks, bro. Hunters, conspiracy theories, racists, you know what I'm saying? And niggas, few niggas is sprinkled in that motherfucker too. I'm strictly over there just for UFC purposes. Strictly. But like I said, these are two individual huge media, two are the biggest individual media platforms, bro. So to see these niggas doing this shit and pushing this ivermectin bullshit, this agenda, it's alarming, bro. I think motherfuckers really need to pay attention to that shit, because that's how that shit start. The shit starts a little small thing on the news ticker, then that shit blows up and everybody motherfucking be face, bro. Real shit. Moving on, man. Let's go ahead and get into the boy, man. Let's go ahead and stop the bullshit and go ahead and get into the boy, man. Let's get into Drizzy, man. Coming home intoxicated. Ooh. Hey, man, I ain't gonna fake it, bro. I ain't gonna motherfucking me fake it, man. Real shit. Certified Lover Boy came out, you know what I'm saying, this past, what was that, Thursday? Friday? It don't matter. This past, came out over the last past couple days, man. Certified Lover Boy, like I told y'all on past episodes, fam, I'm not a big Drake. I'm not a Drake fan. Like, I can honestly say I'm not a Drake fan. And you know, when Donda came out, I'm not a Kanye fan. I went into that shit open mind. I didn't plan on comparing these two albums, but when the news came out that Drake was coming out a few days later, of course, that's what motherfuckers gonna do. You're gonna put the two top dogs against each other. So I already told you how I felt about Donda. I felt Donda was some super mid. Like the shit that I would turn down because I don't want my head to start hurting. But the Certified Lover Boy, I actually like the shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like every motherfucking song. I don't know if it's because I don't expect much from Drake, because you got a lot of motherfuckers that straight diehard Drake fans not fucking with the shit, like at all. Like, you got motherfuckers that's truly not fucking with this Drake out because they said it's mid, it's more the same. Motherfuckers mad at 40, saying 40 ain't challenging Drake to change up the style and shit like that. I've never heard motherfuckers being mad at the engineer instead of the artist. Like, that's some crazy shit, but that's another topic for another day. But I like this shit. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you now. Before I heard the album, fam, I had heard that Too Sexy shit. I just seen the video. I didn't listen to the album right when it first dropped. I waited till like the next day. And I seen the Too Sexy video with Future and Young Thug, and I'm gonna get to Future a little bit later in the podcast, because I think it might be over for Future, fam. Like, he can get a Future off, but I don't know if niggas checking for a Future solo song. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna get to that a little bit later. But with that song with Future and Young Thug, that Too Sexy shit, when I first just heard that alone and seen the video, I said, oh my God. Oh my damn. I was like, yo, Kanye, don't tell me Kanye got a better song album than this nigga. Because Too Sexy by itself is horrible. That's one of the that's literally the worst song on the album. That's a fact. Too Sexy is the worst song on the album. Like that shit, I don't even think that was a serious song. I think that was one of those parody type motherfucking songs. Because even with the video, that's like some parody type shit. But when I hear Too Sexy, like within the flow of the album, I fuck with it. Just Drake part. Future shit was whack. Young Thug, I don't know what the fuck Thug was doing on that song, bro. Like he really could have left Thug off that shit. I think Young Thug was paying that nigga Drake back because I remember when Drake did a feature on was it Slime Language 3? Well, yeah, I think whatever Young Thug, one of his last motherfucking me projects. That nigga motherfucker was saying Drake gave Young Thug a mid-ass verse. And Young Thug put that shit up on his Instagram story. So I kind of think Young Thug paid that nigga Drake back with a trash-ass verse because that shit was hella whack. But like I said, in the flow of the album, I fuck with Too Sexy. Like I fuck with every song on the album. Like, I can't even lie. Now, they not all hits. You know what I'm saying? I really fuck with the true R&B shit. The Race My Mind. The Get Along Better. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking me, we all fuck with 7 a.m. on Bridle Path. We're going to get to that a little bit later in the podcast, too. We'll actually get to that a little bit in a little bit shortly here. But girls like girls. Motherfucking me, the shit with Jay-Z, Love All. Like, it's some shit on that album, fam. And it's like 21 songs, so it's way more songs on that motherfucker, but that I like. But I fuck with the album, fam. I can't really shit on it. And like I said, you got motherfuckers that's picking sides with the whole, you know what I'm saying, Team Kanye and Team Drake shit. Like this is motherfucking me, the Teen Choice Awards or some shit like that. But I'm not a fan of neither one of these niggas. Like I literally just went into this shit looking for more music because I was waiting for the big dogs to drop. The Kanyes, the Drakes, the J. Coles, the Rihannas, the Kendrick Lamars. Like motherfuckers was waiting on the big dogs to drop last year. And none of them did. Well, J. Cole did, but you know what I'm saying? Like, even still, niggas was waiting on Drake and Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to Kanye and Drake shit open-minded, and I think Drake shit just better. Like, I just think it's better. Now, I don't think he got a classic. I don't look at Drake for classic albums. I'm not a Drake fan like that. I don't think Drake got a classic album, but I'm not a diehard Drake fan, so I don't even think I'm in the category to actually say. But going into that album, just looking for some nice little Instagram statuses, you know what I'm saying? Some nice shit with a nice bop, some shit that I can play when I got a chick coming over. That's the certified lover boy. Like that's the shit I was looking for on a Drake album, and I got that. Like I got some shit where I can light my candles, pour my motherfucking me wine, and light my hit the barn with a bitch. I got that music. Like Drake gave me that. I don't know what I can use Donda for. Like, I know we went through a quarantine and shit like that, and niggas was fucked up, and niggas was, you know, just deep down and sad, but I was cool. Like, I was fucking, like, I was good. Like, I wasn't in quarantine fucked up like the Kanye shit. Like, yeah, motherfuckers, I knew motherfuckers that died and shit like that, but I was fucking. I was on some certified lover boy shit during quarantine. I got bitch problems, nigga. Like I need the shit that Drake talking about right now. And that's what he gave me, fam. So when it comes to the review of the album, fam, I like the shit. Like I think my motherfuckers, when it first came out, that's all you seen on social media, fam. Motherfuckers was praising it. Drake never missed. Drake never missed. But nigga, about 2-3 days as it went by, the sales was going down. Kanye shit was going up. I don't know how that shit happened, but you got motherfuckers saying the Kanye supporters was just, you know, riding for Kanye, so they gonna keep boosting the numbers and shit like that. But I don't know. I couldn't listen to Donda more than once. Maybe that's the problem. Like I told you, art is depicted. It got many depictions for everybody. So as far as when it come down to Donda and CLB, Drake got that for me, fam. Like it wasn't even fucking close, to be honest with you. Which leads me into the next motherfucking me topic. We gotta get to the diss tracks. It came out that Drake leaked the Kanye West diss track, which is called "Life of the Party," which was, I'm assuming, is a response to 7 a.m. on Bridle Path. Just saying who has the best diss track, which one is better? I don't even understand, fam. You know what? I'm be honest with you. I'm honestly just may not be qualified to talk about Kanye West, bro. Like, I honestly just may not be qualified to talk about this nigga. That I don't know what is he talking about? Like, because I think a lot of motherfuckers was having the same take that I had. The Certified Lover Boy, was just better than Donda. But when Drake leaked the diss track, you had a lot of motherfuckers saying that Kanye West on that diss track would sound like the old Ye, and that this was some of the best Kanye West we'd heard in a long time. And as a nigga that I had no, no dog in this fight. I listened to that 7 a.m. that Life of the Party shit with Andre 3000. Kanye West fucked up that song. Like, bro, I can't stress it enough, bro. And I don't understand Kanye West. I don't see it. I don't hear it. I don't hear the bars that you niggas be hearing, dog. Like, I just don't. And I don't even want to get caught up on bars with Kanye West, because I feel like that's some stupid shit to even talk about with Kanye West. But for niggas to say when they heard that shit was fire, you dick ride. Like, stop it. You dick ride, my nigga. Like, at a certain point in time, we have to admit this is some bullshit. What is he talking about? He claiming GD now? What is he talking about? Like, how can you let this man get away with doing what was it, Soul Sunday service? What the fuck that shit was called? How can you let this nigga get away with this whole Donda shit? How can you get away with that whole gospel rap album he came out with last time? The shit he did in Wyoming. All this Jesus shit. And now he claiming GD. Now at the song, they let the GDs in the door is popping. He did the same shit with Chief Keef, fam. Nigga, Kanye West never said no street shit. Never gave a fuck about the streets of Chicago. When Chief Keef came out with I Don't Like, Kanye West hop around that motherfucker and fuck that song up too. But now you got another nigga from Chicago talking about they let the GDs in the door. Now you got Kanye West claiming GD. What is going on? Like, that's some corny shit for a nigga with no money to do. Like, one of my homeboys, never ever in my life heard him say on GD. All of a sudden started saying on GD. I'm going to get on his ass. That type of nigga I am. I don't give a fuck how much money Kanye West got. I don't give a fuck what kind of beat he said that shit over with. That shit is some lame, corny shit. And everything else he said was pure bullshit. Half the time he wasn't rapping. He off beat. Now I know they said the shit not mixed and mastered and shit like that, but it sounded like every other motherfucking Kanye West song to me. So when you compare that Life of the Party shit, strictly just Kanye West verse, compared to 7 a.m. on Bridle Path, come on, my nigga. Like, it's not even close. Drake destroyed that nigga on that diss track, fam. Like, I swear to God, I want to play it so bad, but nigga got bills. You know what I'm saying? I got to monetize this shit, fam. Hey, I'm sorry. But Drake, that diss track was hard as fuck. That nigga was talking big. He was talking big boy shit. Nigga said he put him in the guilding if you play with his seed. Like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about who designed your sneakers and tees. Fuck around and put you on the guilding if you play with my seed. Like, I don't even know if niggas caught that. Drake was talking big boy shit. He was talking big boy shit. He wasn't talking no little bullshit that Kanye was talking. I don't even know what the fuck Kanye be talking about half the time. Like, you talking about when you was doing crime, you crying for niggas, you was bitching and crying, and niggas thought you only had millions, now you worth $9 billion. Who gives a fuck? What the fuck does that have to do with you and Drake beef? What they gotta do with that? I don't give a fuck if you worth $9 billion. I don't change the fact you saying some corny shit. How the fuck you go from saying on GD to the next sentence saying you worth $9 billion? Where's the correlation, nigga? You in your damn 40s or close to it, talking some little boy bullshit. It's just I don't get it, fam. Like I don't get Kanye West. Like I said, I'm not even a Drake fan. It's just when you talking about music, what niggas is saying, what actually sounds better, it's not even close. Like it's not even close, and like I don't even understand like the whole agenda to actually make it seem like this shit was close. And like I said, it's art, bro. It's everybody got their own depiction of it. Everybody got their own, but I just don't understand Kanye West. Like niggas will have to really sit down with me and break down each bar and why they like that shit. Because I listened to that Life of the Party shit at least 7 times. And there's nothing from Kanye West's verse besides him saying that he worth $9 billion. I honestly feel like because to me it all goes back to Jay-Z, fam. I think because Kanye West come from that Jay-Z tree, and he actually is talented. I'm not saying Kanye not talented. I'm not saying he's not talented, fam. He wouldn't be who he was if he wasn't talented. But I think it goes back to that Jay-Z shit, fam. I really motherfucking do. I think because he comes from that Jay-Z tree, fam, that motherfuckers just act like he just that boy. And I just don't see it. I truly don't motherfucking see it. Because everybody that comes from that Jay-Z tree is hella high up there. You know what I'm saying? With the big ass artists, Kanye, Rihanna, J. Cole, obviously. But it's just, I don't see it with Kanye. Never have, and I'm pretty sure I never will at this point. Like, it just wasn't close. Whose diss track was better? It was Drake's by far. Like, it wasn't even a fucking close competition. Now, I don't think that Drake will. I'm going to say this before I move on. I think Drake may be dropping something soon. I think he may pull an Eminem, fam. Remember when Eminem dropped that album and motherfuckers got on his ass and said how whack it was and shit like that, and he came right back? I think Drake might be doing that. Because with this Certified Lover Boy, I will say this shit right before I move on. I thought it was going to be a lot more R&B. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was going to be a lot more, you know what I'm saying? Probably had some Chris Brown on that motherfucker. Probably had some Her on that motherfucker. You know, some Snore, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? More shit like that. Now, he got some shit like that, Erase My Mind, Get Along Better, shit, Pipe Down. He got shit on there like that. But I just thought it would be more. I think a lot of motherfuckers just thought it would be more. When you name some shit Certified Lover Boy, like motherfuckers, you already was doing the singing and rapping shit already. So niggas just thought you was going to go harder with the shit. So I think with a lot of his core fans being probably, you know what I'm saying, disappointed saying he released some mid, I think he may drop again. He may just drop again because he did leak the diss track from Kanye West. And a lot of motherfuckers wondering why he did that. I thought he leaked the shit just because he heard this shit and thought what I thought. Thought that shit was some hot garbage, some hot ass juice. I thought that's what Drake was probably thinking, but I think Drake a little bit more calculated than that. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say like maybe he was leaking that diss song from Kanye West to double up on motherfuckers. That nigga did release a song called Back to Back when he was beefing with Meek Mill. So what if he released his album, motherfucker saying his ass, leaked the Kanye West shit just to make sure he has a reason to say he dropped some new music on the motherfucker. So I don't know. It's just me speculating. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of neither one of these niggas, but clearly I think Drake's shit was much better. Much, much better. Moving on, man. Let's go ahead and get into some shit, man. You know, man, facts ain't facts when you lying, fam. And the reason why I say that, bro, is because, you know, I came across some shit. What was this? What did I come across? It was Rasheed Wallace, bro. Everybody know the whole Rasheed Wallace shit that's going on, man. Some quotes that came out. It's been this how you know it's a slow news day on ESPN and Fox and shit like that. This fucking Rasheed Wallace clip that the motherfuckers is playing from, I think it's from the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. This shit like 10 or 12 months old. This shit dinner a year old. But it's making news for some reason now. That's what I want. That's the level I want to get to as a content creator. Where my old shit be breaking hell news on motherfuckers day-to-day news search and shit like that. Because the news is going out there. Rasheed Wallace was talking about LeBron James, basically saying that LeBron, he would have held his own, but he wouldn't be LeBron in his era. And the reason why I say facts ain't facts when you lying is because I've come to realize, fam, that history is only up to the person that's telling you the shit. I don't know. I don't understand why the fuck Rasheed Wallace is acting like his era and LeBron James' era ain't one and the same. Like LeBron played like 8 years against Rasheed Wallace, man. It's only been like 8 years since Rasheed Wallace retired. Like Rasheed ain't been out of the league that motherfucking long. Before I even get into the whole if LeBron could have held his own against the niggas back in the day, we all remember what LeBron did against Detroit. And this was LeBron before LeBron even sniffed the championship. He scored 28 straight points on them niggas. So this is before LeBron even became LeBron. You know what I'm saying? At this point, he was just still a nigga with potential. Still one of them niggas that was clearly the best niggas in the league, but he still was a potential ass nigga. It kills me when old players say shit like this, because when to niggas like me that actually know the game, that cherishes knowing shit about the NBA, that will fucking put my IQ up against any fucking body. When it comes to knowing just the history of the NBA, statements like this offend me, bro, because it make it seem like you insulted my intelligence. Because what era is LeBron James not dominating in, fam? Let's keep it a buck. Like, niggas gotta stop acting like LeBron is a little ass boy. We gotta stop acting like, I know he ain't the most physical nigga in the world, but the bad boy Pistons was fucking Michael Jordan up. The moment Michael Jordan lifted up a fucking dumbbell, the moment he picked up a fucking dumbbell, all that bad boy shit was over. All that shit was over. LeBron James is literally the same size as Karl Malone. Karl Malone in that same era, shooting bullshit free throws like LeBron, scored 36,000 plus motherfucking points, however many he got. He was the second leading scorer of all time. Karl Malone was. You telling me LeBron couldn't have did that shit? Handling the ball? LeBron James. You think fucking Bill Laimbeer was finna clothesline LeBron James? A 6'9", 260 nigga? Even if they did, you think he not getting up? Like, as soft as niggas think Bron is, we gotta stop the shit, bro. Because it really makes me think niggas don't respect niggas that come after them, or niggas that just gotta be what it is, because we all do this shit for respect of our peers. At what point in time is a nigga not considered your peer? Because there's a huge gap between Rasheed Wallace and LeBron James. She came in the 90s, Bron came in 03. I don't know the exact numbers, what exact year she came in, but she was in there in the mid 90s. Bron came in 03. He got at least 7-8 years on Bron. At what point is a nigga not considered your peer, fam? Because it shouldn't matter how young or how old a nigga is. If the niggas like that, the niggas like that. Like, we gotta stop the bullshit. Just because a nigga younger than you don't mean he can't be your big bro. Like, we gotta stop acting like that shit can't be possible. Just because a nigga's younger than you don't mean he can't be your big bro. If that nigga's way more accomplished than you at the same thing that you're doing, yeah, nigga, he's at least your peer. He's not beneath you. You can't shit on the shit that he's doing. You can't do none of that shit. I don't give a fuck what time it is. If a nigga is like that, And we know niggas that's like that. The Jordans, the Kobe's, the LeBrons, the KDs. Niggas don't even like KD. But the fucking KDs, nigga, the Steph Currys. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just naming the more recent motherfuckers. The niggas that's like that, we know who they are. Them niggas getting busy in any era, fam. So for niggas to just keep saying that shit, it's really fucking disturbing, bro. Because I'm a nigga that I love the old school physical defense and all that shit too. But you niggas wasn't you niggas wasn't doing it like that. Gary Payton small as a motherfucker. I seen what happened to Gary Payton ass when Gilbert Arenas and niggas started getting to the league. When them big ass combo guards should start getting to the league, they was backing Gary Payton ass down. Every motherfucker me trip down the court. So them same niggas that was locking them niggas up in the 80s, bro, you can't take a LeBron James and say they gonna be doing that. You gonna put Dennis Rodman on LeBron James, fam? Like, let's be for real. Let's be honest, fam. Let's be for real. Let's be completely motherfucking honest, dude. Would it be an interesting matchup? Sure. Who's gonna win that matchup? LeBron. Like, come on, man. At that point, he's just hoping to get up under a nigga's skin. That's not it. So facts ain't facts when you lying. Like, these old heads be getting on these platforms, bro, and just be lying, talking that bullshit, bro. Like, what do you mean he would have held his own? That's LeBron. That's LeBron James, my G. That's not, like, it really pisses niggas off, bro. It truly pisses niggas off because it don't make sense. Like, it just don't make sense. Like, you can't act like LeBron didn't bust your ass when you was in the league. LeBron been in the league for 19 years, my nigga. His era definitely overlapped in your era. And he was busting your ass before he actually became LeBron. So to say some shit like that, man, it really just makes niggas look stupid. And it makes the old heads look dumber and dumber every motherfucking time, bro. Real shit. Another thing, man. Charles Barkley, bro. It came out about Charles Barkley. And it's nothing when it's like, facts ain't facts when you lying. Charles Barkley came out. He took a shot at Klutch Sports. I talked about Klutch Sports on this podcast a few episodes ago. Rich Paul, you know, he's the agent, all his clients and things of that nature. But Charles Barkley came out and he took a shot at Klutch Sports. And I want to read it to y'all. I want to read a quote from Charles Barkley. He say, they just bully the league. Or team or the league got to stand up to and say, wait a minute, I paid your guy. You can't bully me to make a trade and to me taking some trash back. Now, the main reason why I'm bringing this up is because that's a crock of bullshit. That's what Charles Barkley does. Listen, I've never listened to Charles Barkley for his actual basketball IQ, for an actual basketball take. I've never done that. I can't remember a time where he's ever gave me an actual legit basketball take. He's an entertainment type guy. He said a lot of outlandish shit. And it's no secret that he don't really, I don't want to say he don't like LeBron, because I think he do like LeBron, but he one of them old head niggas that talk a lot of shit on the youth. A lot of the younger NBA players actually don't fuck with Charles Barkley. But I got a problem with him taking these shots at Klutch Sports because I tell y'all, man, I think a lot of this shit that we heard about Rich Paul and motherfuckers taking shots at Rich Paul, it's just because he black, bro. And because he associated with LeBron James. Like, I don't understand what Charles Barkley is bitching and complaining about niggas demanding trades. Nigga, how you think you got out of motherfucking me Philadelphia? You demanded a trade. Like, I don't understand that shit. Like, I get motherfuckers be acting like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers acting like super teams is some new shit. It ain't. But motherfuckers got a problem when the players put that shit together. And I get it. When they first started happening with Bron, yeah, I probably had a problem with it. But nigga, it's been 10, 12 years of niggas moving around. It just ain't even Klutch Sports people. It just ain't Bron. Nigga, Jimmy Butler just did the shit. Kevin Durant just did the shit. Kawhi Leonard did the shit. Niggas is moving, nigga. It's player empowerment. That's just how it go. So when I keep hearing these motherfuckers and black people and black athletes and former black athletes and niggas with prominent voices taking shots at Klutch Sports, it's like, nigga, where is the unity? Like, it comes to a certain point in time where it's like, where is the unification, my nigga? Because if this nigga was white, we wouldn't be hearing you say this shit. Where is the nigga saying this shit about CAA? What about all the niggas that they didn't have represented that in the demanded trades and shit like that? What about them? I love Rob Pelinka, but I ain't never heard nobody say that shit about Rob Pelinka. Rob Pelinka was Rich Paul before Rich Paul. Nigga had Kobe, James Harden, all them niggas. He had all the stars. All the stars was under Rob Pelinka, fam. And niggas didn't say that shit about him because he's not black. Niggas hate it. It ain't no secret that the agents didn't like Rich Paul, but you don't see motherfuckers taking shots at the way they do business. Like, it's sad to me when I see former athletes and former players shitting on the current and up and coming players. It's sad, bro, because it's like, nigga, y'all the only niggas that can relate on that situation. So if you constantly shitting on niggas saying he can't do shit if he was in your era, that's bullshit. For you to constantly take shots at that nigga, the way he represents his agents and making sure they get the best fucking deals and shit like that. And I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna move on because I don't want to keep rambling on. Charles Barkley was mad about Anthony Davis being traded to the Lakers. When Anthony Davis was traded to the Lakers, niggas was saying Lakers paid too much. Now all of a sudden niggas is still, now all of a sudden Lakers fleeced the fucking Pelicans. But it says a lot about Rich Paul doing a hell of a job, because if you ask Anthony Davis, I'm pretty sure Anthony Davis would be highly fucking he would highly appreciate what the fuck Rich Paul did for him. He demanded a trade, and 18 months later, within 18 months he accomplished the ring, an NBA fucking championship, and got a 5-year contract, 5-year max deal. So instead of niggas just shitting on him and not liking the way the new school basketball niggas do shit, why not Charles Barkley just appreciate and applaud Rich Paul for doing what the fuck he's doing and getting these other fucking African Americans these big ass bags? But no, Charles Barkley's one of them house niggas, bro. That's just truly what the fuck it is, bro. And it's like I said, I don't give a fuck how old you is. I don't give a fuck your credibility. Facts ain't facts when you lying, my boy. And that's a fucking fact, Jack. Real shit. Real shit, man. Moving on, man. Let's get to some quick hits before we get out this motherfucker, man. Before we wrap this podcast up, bro. What we got on this motherfucker? We got Meek Mill. We got PJ Washington. We got motherfucking DeAndre Jordan coming to the Lakers. Paul Pierce, a nasty motherfucker again, being a nasty boy. The Nipah virus. You know, fuck it. Let's start with Meek Mill right fast. Because I'm going to talk about this a little bit earlier. You know, Meek Mill, man, he got new music coming out. You know, so I talked about the Sharon locations on here with Lil Baby and Lil Durk. He got a song, Blue Notes 2, I think, with Lil Uzi. Then he dropped another little snippet or some shit of another song on Twitter, I seen. As much as I was bobbing my head to that shit, liking the bop, it made me think, listen to that shit, bro. Yo, Meek Mill is a disappointing nigga, man. Like, it's so, it's to the point with me when it comes to Meek Mill, it don't matter how good the song is, fam. Like, I don't want to hear that bullshit. Like, I don't give a fuck. It can be your hardest bars in the world, Meek. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. Because niggas was out here fighting for you, dog, to come home. And maybe it's unfair to put this type of pressure on Meek Mill, but niggas was fighting for you to come home. Niggas was, you know what I'm saying? Now, you nigga had to do the time. Don't get it twisted. You free, you can do what the fuck you want. You nigga had to sit down in that motherfucker. But niggas was riding for Meek Mill. Nigga came out of prison and had on a big ass momentum wave, dog. Like, I'm thinking Meek Mill is finna go to another fucking level. Everything was set up for Meek Mill to go to another motherfucking level. And when Meek Mill, man, came out and everything he's put out since then, it just ain't been it. Like, it's the same Meek. I'm like, look, I'm not telling niggas stop doing what's paying his bills. And the Hatch ain't never saying that. And I don't want this to come off as hate. But it's just more so when you expect a nigga to do something much bigger than what he's doing, it's like, it's cool. The shit you're doing is cool, but where's you were supposed to stand for something else. Like, I don't want to see you in videos with niggas behind you with the Dracos and you talking about smoking his eye. And, I don't want to hear that shit from Meek Mill no more. Because I thought you was going to be on some other shit. And I ain't saying you still can't turn up and live the rapper life. But it's like, it's tears to this rapper shit. And I didn't think Meek Mill was going to be coming out of prison, dealing with that whole shit, leaving from hanging with Robert Kraft and them niggas and the owners of the Philadelphia 76ers to doing fucking songs with Lil Baby and Lil Durk. Not those type songs. I didn't think that was the crowd you was going to still be chasing. Like, come on, my nigga, you getting old, my G. Like, it just, Meek Mill is just, it's just disappointing, dog. Like, I just thought Meek Mill was going to be on a different type of time. And he's still on the same shit, bro. At the end of the day, keep doing what gets you paid, my boy, but it just, this ain't it. This ain't the look, fam. Like, I said, I don't care how hard the song is, bro, but if you still talking about the same bullshit, the same little boy shit, the same shit I expect Lil Durk and Lil Baby to be talking about, then I don't want to hear from you, fam, because you supposed to be something else by now. After what you went through, you were supposed to be somebody else by now. And that is honestly how I feel about the shit. Moving on, man. Let's get into Paul Pierce. Yo, Paul Pierce, man. It's been a lot of news coming out about the truth, man. First news came out, he broke his silence on the whole ESPN shit. I wasn't gonna come over and talk about that shit. I'm talking about ESPN wasn't a good fit for him because he always talk about LeBron and shit like that. I didn't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about Paul Pierce because it was a clip that came out of Paul Pierce playing poker. And he was talking to some young, waitress, girl, bottle girl, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But I don't know what they call it at the poker table. But he was talking to some hostess. Let's just call her a hostess. No cupcake. Hostess, no cupcake. But he was talking to her. And he was on some freaky drunk shit. That's what he was on. He was on freaky drunk shit. And do I think that Paul Pierce knew that he was being like recorded and shit in that moment? Nah, I don't. Like I don't know. I don't know what these cameras was. I don't think this was the same setup as his last. So when he went on Instagram Live and shit, I don't think this was the same type of setup. I think he was actually at an establishment. If not, I don't know. I don't know how he ended up being recorded. But yeah, he basically told the girl, you need some oral support or some moral support. That's basically the nasty nigga part of the whole video. And to me, it's just like, it's not funny because I don't know how that young woman felt. If she felt offended, then she has the right to say and do whatever the fuck she wants. To me, it's just like, when is niggas gonna learn, fam? Like, is as much as you want to say that shit, Paul Pierce, why you just didn't let that shit breathe? Like, let that shit go. I don't understand how many times niggas gotta see other niggas with money get taken down for less. I don't understand how niggas don't know they don't know the temperature of the room. Like, well, you can't say shit like that, especially if you're a nigga with money. You just can't. You Paul motherfucking me Pierce, bro. NBA champion, Hall of Famer, Boston Celtic legend. You that guy. You can't be out here telling the hostesses, baby, do you need some oral support or some moral support? That's on some borderline Cuba Gooding Jr. shit. You on some Cuba Gooding Jr. shit, Paul Pierce. And I don't know, man. You's a wild motherfucker. I was with you with the whole little Instagram Live incident. You just turned the fuck up. But this shit you doing now? Nah, my boy, this ain't it. This ain't the truth. This ain't the motherfucking truth at all, my boy. You gotta get right, man. Real shit. You moving kind of creepy at this point in time. Real motherfucking talk, man. Other niggas that's moving creepy, man. It's gonna get PJ Washington out the motherfucking way, man. PJ Washington. News came out, photos came out. He may be fucking around with another Instagram model. Now me personally, I don't give a fuck what who we fucking and shit like that. But I told y'all when I talked about him and the whole Brittany Renner shit, he didn't give a fuck why he was fucking, how he was fucking, or when he was fucking that girl. He just knew he was fucking Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner just came out like a week ago talking about she's not sorry for finessing that nigga. Like she literally is saying this shit in the video. Like she don't give a fuck. She finessed you. So when photos come out again a couple days ago about PJ Washington hugged up with another Instagram model. What's her name? What's her fucking name? Elisa Chanel. Never heard of. It's a lot of Instagram models I never heard, so I'm not disrespecting you, baby girl. But it's more so the PJ Washington. Where is his OGs, fam? Like, I'm not saying don't fuck these hoes, bro. Trust me. They want to get fucked. Fuck them. That's what they're there for. That's what the Instagram models is there for. The ones sliding your DMs, they there for that. They want to get fucked. I'm not saying don't do it. But you can't keep fucking Instagram models after an Instagram model finesses you for the $43.2 million max contract. You can't do it, PJ. I don't understand. Like, what do you see in these bitches? Go get you. You know what? You know what? I got something for you, PJ. Just be single, dog. Like, you ever thought about that? Like, just be single. You know when you got like a wide open jumper, a wide open three, but you done missed like 4 of them in a row? Hey, man, put that bitch on the ground one time, then pull up. Just take a step in. Drive to the hole. Pump fake. You know how niggas think of multiple things you can do besides keep shooting that broke-ass jumper? Same thing when it comes to fucking these Instagram models that's trying to dig your fucking pockets dry, bruh. They try to dig out your fucking pockets. Like you, PJ, please, bruh. I told you I wish you have a long fucking, you know what I'm saying? I want you to have one of those long motherfucking, not LeBron. You ain't gonna be LeBron. Let's throw it out the window. I want you to have one of those at least, if worse comes to worse, I want you to have at least a long-ass Andre Miller type career where you just in the league collecting checks. Fuck it. Udonis Haslam. I wish at the end of this shit that you can at least have a Udonis Haslam type career. Because the rate you going, you gonna fuck around and be broke. Because you keep fucking with these young hoes. These young hoes is taking your cash. They just seen Brittany Renner get away scot-free with the shit. That's who they look up to. So what you think they finna do to your monkey ass? They look at you as a lick now, my boy. You're not just the NBA player no more. You the NBA player that can get got. For real, for real. Like, that's what they saying. For real, girl. So it's just like, PJ, where's your fucking OGs? Where's your father, your uncle, your big cousin? Where's the niggas you grew up with that you owe $20 still? Where is that nigga at? Because you moving kind of shaky, bro. You moving like a nigga that ain't never got no pussy before he hit the league. That's really how you moving right now, bro. Like you got to slow it down, bro. You got to protect them pockets by any means. By any motherfucking means, dog. Moving on, man, before we get out this motherfucker, bro. DeAndre Jordan to the Lakers. Report came out DeAndre intends to sign. I'm not sure if he actually signed yet, but I keep saying like he pretty much gonna be on the Lakers. I gotta be honest with you, bro. I'm not really a huge fan of it. Like I said, it's not nothing against DeAndre Jordan. It's just when I see DeAndre Jordan on the Lakers, I'm just thinking about the free throws, dog. Like this team, when you consider Rajon Rondo, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Dwight Howard, DeAndre Jordan, like. And you think about AD last year for some fucking reason, his free throws was hella bad last year. But when you think about all them niggas, fam, like, dog, the free throw shoot for this team gonna be ass. Like, that's the only thing I'm really scared about. I ain't scared about putting up points. I ain't scared about defense. I ain't scared about clutch time situation. I ain't scared about none of that. I'm scared about the free throws, dog. Excuse me. Like, that's a lot of niggas that's pretty shitty free throw shooters. And when you think about LeBron and Russ and Rondo and Dwight Howard, who niggas you know gonna be in the rotation, shit. Fuck a hacker Howard. It's gonna be a hacker Jordan, hacker Bron, hacker Russ. It's gonna be a whole bunch of hacking going on in that motherfucker, man. But like I said, I'm not a big fan of the move. It really don't move me in a good way or a bad way. I still think we should be the favorites to win this whole thing. The Nets been together longer, so I get them being the favorites coming into the season. But by the time the finals run around, niggas gonna know who gonna win that chip for real. But he gonna be a 10, 11, 12 man on the roster. Barely gonna get any minutes for real. If he do get minutes, hopefully he can just do what JaVale McGee did. You know what I'm saying? That's truly what I think they signed him for, to recreate that Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee tandem in the paint. Like I said, I think JaVale McGee and DeAndre Jordan got the same skill set. I would take JaVale McGee over DeAndre Jordan, to be honest with you, just because I think JaVale McGee is still really athletic and far more athletic than DeAndre Jordan ever was. And that's saying a lot. But I would just take JaVale McGee over just because I seen it work well with him. He was a better free throw shooter than fucking DeAndre Jordan, but it is what it is with that shit, man. The Nipah virus, man. Nipah virus, man. I'm gonna get on this real fast, and I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here, bro. The Nipah virus, man. It may start another pandemic. That's the word on it, man. It's something that they trying to get a hold on right now. I forget where it's at. I don't even really feel like looking that shit up. But it does have potential to cause another motherfucking pandemic, man. That's why I was going so hard with the whole Alex Jones and Joe Rogan shit, bro, because this shit not slowing down like motherfuckers truly think it is. But motherfuckers it's the mindset about the shit. Motherfuckers getting used to this shit just being around. But if motherfuckers think the COVID was bad, they saying this Nipah or Nipah shit is even deadlier, even worse. So motherfuckers just gotta be careful with that shit, bro. I just wanted to make sure I brought it up on this platform so you guys can at least make sure you heard it before. So the next time you hear about the shit, you'll actually pay attention to it, because it won't be the first time that your brain came across this shit. So make sure you guys take care of yourself, man. Stay safe, bro. Because there's a lot of motherfucking shit going on out here in these streets that a lot of motherfuckers don't either know about or don't give a fuck about. And I want to make sure y'all at least know what the fuck is going on before your ass get fucked up and it's too late. Real motherfucking talk, man. But shit, bro, I think that's all, man. We can get the fuck about this motherfucker, man. I want to say, man, shout out to every motherfucking body that's tapped into the motherfucking Me podcast, bro. Like I said, bro, we over 2,000 streams on this podcast, man, which is fucking huge in a short amount of time. So I want to say shout out to everybody supporting this podcast on all platforms: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Audio Mac. It don't matter. We in this motherfucker. We pulling up everywhere, and we ain't taking no motherfucking me bullshit from nobody, bro. We run this shit, man. 2021 is our motherfucking me year, man. Make sure you rate, subscribe, review, leave a comment everywhere you can for the podcast. You watch on the Until FN YouTube channel. What up? Go ahead, leave a like, ring that bell, subscribe to the channel, all that good shit, man. Audio versions come out every Thursday at 4 a.m. Visuals come out every motherfucking Friday at 8 a.m. You right now, we give it up on this motherfucking side, bro. It's all love these ways, man. Never let them sidetrack you with the bullshit, man. Always keep the main thing, the main motherfucking thing. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay sane. And you know where the fuck we'll be at next week, man. We'll be right here giving you that fire, bro. I'll at y'all next week, man. I'm out this motherfucker. Peace. You dig, baby girl. I love you. I want you. I need you, baby.